folkies, Emelie Waldken here. Today we're gonna go on our chapter of triplet-polskas, triplet-polskor in Swedish, because I'm gonna teach you one more triplet-polska. It's a little more typical triplet-polska than the previous one, the troll-polska, so it has more triplets, actual triplets. And I tried to find one that had no short first beat moment, so it stays really triplet focused all the time. And it's one of my very beloved tunes, not favorites, but part of my favorite repertoire anyways. And it is called Lapp-Jo låten, so after a musician who was called Lapp-Jo. And this is from Jämtland, there. And I had from Kjell-Erik Eriksson, who taught me the tune, a couple of stories about Lapp-Jo, but sadly I can't remember them right now. I have not written them down, so I'm sorry, there are lots of stories with musicians usually, but sadly I can't tell you. I just know that I think it was a guy who became very religious, and despite the fact that he was super good fiddler, he dropped the fiddle for religious reasons, which I think is really sad. But well, the tune is quite simple. It's in two parts. It's in D minor, as many other tunes from this area, so center or western Sweden. And it's triplet-polska as said, and on the nyckelharpa I am still tuned my usual ADGC. I know it's not ACGC as usual nyckelharpa, I prefer to have D. But if you're playing on fiddle, it's really good to have A bass. So a bit later I'm gonna demonstrate how it sounds on A bass, because it's much better for this tune to have the fiddle tune like that. Enough talking, let's get into the tune. Okay, so A part. Here I start on a fourth finger on the D string, which is an A. If you don't like fourth finger, or for whichever reason you want to play open string instead, you can. I just feel it sounds better if the whole musical phrase is played on the same string. Here we go. Part. Here comes the little climbing, not too hard. That's normally the whole B part, so we don't repeat it. Maybe some people do, but I've learned it without repetition. But here I'm gonna repeat so I can play it slower. Okay, so just a little bit higher tempo, not full tempo yet, but so you have the full structure of the tune. said, it's nicer to play this tune on an A bass tuned fiddle instead of G bass. it sounds nicer, and also you can have more ornaments. For example, maybe you have noticed already on the nyckelharpa, I tend to play the A part with an open A string. And what you can do when you have the low A is that you can vary a little bit and play on the like an open low A string instead of the high A. So you can make variations and so on. So it's pretty nice. So I'm gonna play now full tempo with not too many ornaments and then more ornaments. I hope you really much enjoyed this tune. As said, it's one of my really beloved ones. If you have any questions, any remarks, suggestions, questions about this precise tune, or questions about more general stuff about Scandinavian folk music and or nyckelharpa, please feel free to ask me. As usual, I really like getting your nerdy comments. You can do it just here on comments on YouTube or on my website, which address is provided in the description bar below. Also, if you wonder what this weird instrument was, because I get the question all the time, I talk more about the nyckelharpa in other videos, and also I have a full chapter about it on my website, also in the description for the link. And if you like those videos and their content, please subscribe to the channel and hit the button, like bell button something. Apparently I should say that, I noticed, because otherwise you don't get all the notifications for new videos and stuff. I'm still figuring out how it's working here on YouTube. And if you would like to support me in a bit more substantial way, please visit my Patreon. I'll put the link on the screen at the end of the video. That would be very much appreciated. Any help, also sharing and talking with your musical friends about those videos, is really helping and very appreciated. Thank you very, very much. Have fun playing and see you next time. Hej då!